guys, this is Ricky Dean. I just wanted to give you an update into a small problem I ran into when I was updating the website today. First thing I was working on was the CAPTCHA forms. So I've got 2 out of 3 working. So if you go to Contact, scroll to the bottom, I went with the green CAPTCHA letters so it'll match the navigation. If we refresh, CAPTCHA code changes. This is not being sent with the form, it's actually being saved into the database, and the image is actually being saved into a folder in WordPress /uploads/WP CAPTCHA. So we've actually got it double backed up. If you do want it sent with the form, let me know. I can do that, but I've never had that request before. So obviously, like I said, Contact is working well, and Join Our Team works well. So if we go down, it's actually the same logarithm that's generating these codes. So if we hit refresh, it comes down. Neither one of these pages I have actually filled out and test for the send. So we will need to do that, and I'm going to ask you guys to do that. Just make sure that you fill out the form completely, input that code, press send. It'll pop up a little your information has been sent. Make sure that the recipient is receiving the emails. Where I ran into the problem is in the header up here. Now if you notice that when I hover over these in the bottom left hand corner, it's taking me to an about. This one's taking us to Surgicalist, which I think is the main destination for the content that's being displayed for the site. This is culture, so it's being set up so it goes to a category and then to the page. Category and then to the page. Well, what's happening is that on this particular column it goes to HTML. So it's going to HTML /Surgicalist. Alright, so what I did was I went straight to HTML in the URL. Alright, and this is the destination site that's being sent to. So there's 2 totally different WordPress websites that's running up here. When I clicked on this, I went into the form and the CAPTCHA code's not there. And it took me a few minutes. I won't take you through all of those steps to determine why it wasn't being there. And if you notice, my admin login bar is gone. So if we go back a couple of pages, there's my admin login bar. So it's 2 totally different WordPress websites and 2 different WordPress databases. And that's where our problem's coming in. So if we do go into the dashboard and we browse to the pages and we go down to that actual content in this website, Refer a Hospital, and we click on that, it's going to come up. It is there. It is showing the correct contact form. So I'm going to go to View Page and scroll down, and there's the CAPTCHA form. Alright, so the content, the form, and everything's there. It's just this navigation box for some reason is still showing HTML. So one of the things that I would suggest doing is go through and do a content versus content to make sure that this is a mistake by the designer, that he missed these navigation links, and make sure that there's not a problem when you submit this form versus the other form. Make sure everything looks generally the same, and make sure everything's navigable. If it is, let me know, and if you'd like, I can go in and change these navigation links. One of the problems that this particular site has is that those navigation areas are actually located in the editor. So it's kind of hard-coded into that header form. So if we scroll down, it's hard-coded right here. So it could be as simply as deleting out HTML in these several spaces here, but you might want to do a side-by-side comparison before you do that. We're going to go ahead and go to the next step. Because CAPTCHA is installed on all 3 forms, the link in the top up here is just not pointing to the correct place. I think that if you were to go to hospitals over here, that the link is pointing to the correct local page, and when you scroll down, CAPTCHA form's there. So it looks like it's probably just a typo, or not even a typo. The developer, when he was updating the site from an old one to the new one, he just didn't get that link corrected. So what we would do is do a comparison, and that will be on the report that we deliver to you. The CAPTCHA is there, it's installed, it's working great. We're going to move on to the next step. I went ahead and did this. We need to confirm payment with Doug and that process, but we're moving forward. So give me a call if you have any questions. The other thing I did do was I installed Backup Buddy. If you're not familiar with this plugin, let me know and I will update you on its capabilities and what it does. We do have a complete image of this entire website. So if we needed to bring it up on a different server, change navigation or something like that very, very quickly, we could do it within probably 15 minutes. If you'd like for me to leave this installed, it does have scheduling, so you can back up and FTP off to another site, or it also has some redundancy built into it. If you want me to leave it installed, I will. If you want me to uninstall it, I can do that as well. Just let me know what your preference is, and I'm going to type this up in Maven Link, which I've already sent you a link or an invite to, so you can see what we're working on as we're working on it. So if you have any questions, give me a call, and if not, let's move on to the next step. Thanks.